Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So what you're about to see is going to be some of the most ridiculous interaction in Act 8 Chapter 2. I'm gonna explain it afterwards, but before that I just need to show you guys this clip in particular, and then I'm gonna explain exactly what's going on, show you guys the full path including the boss clear as well. But let's just get the party started. Look at that. We have 35k mediums, 46k mediums, and let's go for 50k mediums, level 2, and nice 72k crit, I suppose. So basically 8.2 fight over by the time we get to level 2, and that level 2 is well overkill. So it was 28 hits, 18 seconds. 18 seconds. Right, so what was happening there is the Asgardian Hammer node. So whenever the defender strikes the attacker or hits into their block, they inflict an armor break debuff, reducing armor by 25% for 10 seconds for each non-damaging debuff on the attacker, max 10. It's actually max 5, so the node description is ineffective. The most important thing is we can get that benefit for ourselves. So what we need to do is inflict 4 debuffs on the opponent to disarm that weapon, and then intercept once. And the interaction of why Titania particularly is going crazy is because every single time Titania is inflicting the opponent with a debuff, she gains her passive Fury. Obviously, her damage is still further helped with the armor breaks. But yeah, the most important thing is whenever the opponent is inflicted with a debuff, and it doesn't say Titania's debuff, it doesn't specify any debuff. So those extra armor breaks are counting for, the Fury gain from Titania. So she basically gains 99 of these 377 potency Furies, which aren't that big, but, well, we saw the effect of it. So, that is why. Basically, that node lets Titania inflict a ton of debuffs on the opponent, on top of armor breaks, increasing her damage even further. She ramps up to the max very, very quickly. And that is the result that we saw there. So, let's play you guys the full path. And as I said, this entire path, including the boss, is over in about 5 minutes. At a ridiculous pace. And Titania can do every single fight there. Titania does not need to be awakened for this to be a possibility. And you can use a lower rank Titania as well. I'm sure you can bring in a 6-star rank 1 or 6-star rank 2 or whatever. I am running Liquid Courage Double Edge just because it happens to be the mastery set that I had active from the Alliance War. You do not need to run Liquid Courage Double Edge to nuke everything down in one level 2. And then on top of it, I added obviously the Nick Fury and Deadpool Synergy just to kind of maintain my health. But again, it's all unnecessary, really. You just need Titania, and you can do whatever you want with the rest of the team. So that was the Ghost Rider. Now, this fight we already saw. That was a 20-second fight, I believe, the first one. This is going to be even faster. This is going to be 18 seconds. I will make one slight mishap somewhere along the way, but again, it's not going to be anything too crazy. But here we can see that inflict 4 debuffs, disable the weapon node, get my intercept. Now we're starting to stack the armor breaks. With those armor breaks, obviously our damage is going through the roof with the 46k mediums. And another thing to note is, because you're inflicting debuffs and your Haymaker cooldown is reduced for each debuff that you inflict, you can basically consistently trigger your Haymakers and get that indestructibility. So you don't need to bait out opponents' special attacks. You can be mega aggressive for most part, just run into their special attacks as well, which is going to be something that I'm going to be doing here as well. But I'm going to make a slight mistake at one point, but we're going to definitely see that. Just don't care, just run in. Again, 4 debuffs active, get the intercept. No, I didn't get the intercept yet. Finally get the intercept, start inflicting my debuffs. I have Haymaker ready. Here he activates level 2, so I eat the first bit in the face. That's fine, not a big deal. And here I thought I had a Haymaker ready, but I actually still was missing 2 seconds or 2 debuffs. But again, we're going for level 2, and that level 2 is absolutely an overkill. So this one was longer, this one was slower, 25 seconds. 25 seconds in Act 8.2, not too bad. Okay, we're going to be going up against Dormammu, and we're going to be seeing some filthy damage here. Obviously, Titania matches against Dormammu perfectly as well, because he's immune to buffs, so you don't need to worry about degeneration or anything else that is happening here. So, very simple, very straightforward. We have the intercept in, we have the debuffs, we have ramped up to 43, 53, 63, 73, 84 Furies. And I'm just going for some nice mediums here and finish with a 97k medium even before 15 seconds. I'm going to put, this is going to be the thumbnail. 15 second, 8.2. 15 seconds. That's just filthy. That is just filthy. And again, Heimdall, what is Heimdall going to do? Absolutely nothing. The only thing that Heimdall did was he was spamming his special attack that made the fight longer. That's about it. So again, 4 debuffs on the opponent, just get in the intercept. As soon as the intercept is in, we're starting inflicting the debuffs. And life's good. Here I just hit the block, and with a single combo, I basically refreshed my Haymaker timer. And again, I have my 99 Furies already active here. And I'm just going to go in and will I? No, I don't even get to level 2 again. 20 some seconds just because he threw those special attacks. That Jan Heimdall wasting time. Now we have final fight of this path. That's right. This entire path is already done. There's not much left to it. Entire path. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and again, 4 debuffs in. I just need to get in an intercept on that Mojo. He doesn't want to be intercepted. That I do not like. I went for a bit of a risky intercept there, but we got it. That's fine now. He's throwing his level 1s. We don't care. He has his aura active. We don't care. Again, we just play super aggressive because of the indestructible and unstoppable. And yeah, I just go for my level 2. That's a nice 130k crit there. And the fight is over in 26 seconds. Bit slower than we would like, dragging our average down. But we still have the boss fight to deal with, right? And for the boss fight, I already have selected the team that I want to use, and this team that's perfect. So I do have Ghost and Wasp with me. And that just means that we're going to be taking advantage of that Caltrops lane, Caltrops node in this fight, and the fact that Morningstar inflicts bleeds herself. So the entire point is just, yeah, do damage with unblockable spell. You don't need that Wasp, obviously. You can launch level 2s without the synergy. It's just easier, peace of mind. Here, I wish she didn't throw her special, but it's fine. We connect it with decent amount of damage. Take her to 55%. Obviously, nothing to worry about. We just do, 1-2 hit combos to get those bleeds converted into Furies as well. Phase the entire level 2, get more power. Here I unfortunately activated my level 2 with only like 2 Furies active, so it didn't really do too much damage, so I'm gonna need like another special attack to finish this fight. But even as I'm getting to my special attack, we can see that we're doing like 24k mediums here, and yeah, that is the boss done and dead, and that was the entire path. So this is the length of this video. This entire path was like under 6 minutes, like including loading times, everything. If we take a look at the fight time, then I believe 50 seconds for the boss, and on average about 22 seconds times 6. So that would be 3 minutes, something like that. But yeah, it's definitely without a doubt one of the fastest lanes that you can possibly do in Act 8.2, and it's also a ridiculous amount of fun. I definitely recommend trying it out. Do not forget that you can use other champions for it as well. I do think that Titania is probably the best champion for it, but alternatively, I do think that Null can do really, really good there as well with access of extra armor breaks. In fact, I tested it out. He does very, very good. And a whole bunch of science champions will, put in a fantastic amount of work on that lane aside from Titania. Like Scorpion's probably going to be doing some filthy damage as well. With basically, those armor breaks consistently reapplying, or, well, whatever tickles your fancy. But Titania is definitely the best option for that lane. And there's not much else to say. It's beautiful, beautiful. I actually was super surprised about Titania. There are a few more lanes which you can do similar things. I might upload another video. But yeah, in between Haymakers being ready virtually all the time, and her ramping up to 99 Furies, by the time before she gets to level 2, and the fact that you can finish fights before you need to throw a level 2 is just ridiculous. So let me know what you guys think, and I'm going to catch you guys soon. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So all the information about